right, here we are at Miller High Life, Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, and I'm here with Keith Fashing, and we're going to demonstrate a technique that my dear friend Randy Manning, with whom I trained with Professor Kirk Gibson, and he asked me to demonstrate the no-gi baseball choke. On your back, please, sir. The setup I like to show is from, if you could please angle this here, is from one of the best defensive positions underneath side control. Keith has a good position. It makes it hard for me to get heavy here. So from this situation, rather than allow him to push on my throat, I grab his bicep and I run my head down to the end of his wrist and I whisper in his ear, "You're not getting up. You're not getting up." And so now he can't move his hand, but he can bridge with his elbow. So he does. Good. He's successful in getting his underhook here. And there's a lot of things I can do from this situation. This is just one. He's kind of up high on his side and his underhook is deep. So I'm in an emergency situation here. So I turn my hip over and I make flat-footed base with my north side foot. I lift up his head and I walk. As long as I'm walking and I'm lifting his head, it becomes very difficult for him to bridge. But if I forget either one of those things, Keith will get up. So I must walk and lift the head. While I do, I bring my arm in because there's a channel right next to his collarbone where my arm can slide up. So from here, I take a step here and I switch to belly down. And I pop up. And now here's where I shave his arm. I strike. I connect my hands. I drop my elbow and I bring his head up. Okay, one more time. Here we are in a very common defensive situation for Mr. Fashing, and a very common side control for me. He makes a little pressure here. I grab his bicep, I slide it down, and I pin his hand down. He can't, can you move your hand, Keith? No, he cannot. But he can bridge and move his elbow. So he does. He gets his underhook. I immediately switch my hips. If you're walking while I'm lifting his head, I shrink, I pop up, and I finish. Thank you, sir. Again, there are many options to counter the bottom man's underhook. This is just one, and this was a request of my friend Randy Manning. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.